Welcome to Deep Rock Galactic. Wait a minute, this doesn't look right. Welcome to DRG Survivor. The survivor select that somehow maintains Deep Rock's identity using corporate shenanigans, absurd weapons, and rock and stone. But this intro has gone too long. Bugs are bleeding out of the walls and we've already been surrounded, so grab your guns, plot your build, and I'll be waiting for you back on the space rig. Yeah, personnel shortages deem that you're going in solo on this mission, Miner. I'll try my best to support you from up here by giving you all the information you need on your journey down to the Dreadnought's den. The question now is, which dwarf were you again? I already forgot. I'll just list off all the different builds and assume you're still listening when I get to yours. No. The Scout is all about big dashes, big dodges, and dealing big damage with your big thick boy. Combines all your projectiles into one thick boy. Their class mods are extremely flexible. Oh, even though the only one that actually grants you alternative weapon choices is Recon. Speaking of, that's a fun little quirk of this survivor's like. Certain class mods will allow access to similar weapons from different dwarves. How else do you think I became a tornado of bullets with minimum damage? At least with a little bit of lightning, my barrage goes from hitting some of the things to hitting all of them. Electric damage chains between bugs and provides your pitiful projectiles the opportunity to actually clear some waves in these infected caverns. Cold damage is also prevalent in the Scout's kit, slowing down the advances of enemies and allowing you to continue your evasive maneuvers. Meanwhile, the Gunner's solution to the problem is to stare it down until there are more bullet holes than bugs, or equipping the largest weapons you can find and speed reloading your missile launcher. And if that doesn't save you, increased armor can get you out of a jam or even a jelly. You know what else is good at resolving spreadable fruit goo related problems? Fire damage. Man, that would have been a great segue into a food sponsor. Anyway, a decent number of Gunner's weapons either deal or have the opportunity to deal fire damage. Naturally, this ignites your enemies and deals damage over time, perfect for boiling glyphid muscle tissue and creating a wonderful substitute to Alaskan king crab legs. What is my obsession with food right now? The engineer locks down locations with automatons, explosions, and the experience that comes with being a nerd. There are many turrets and drones added to the weapon roster to give the engineer the 4-stacking experience in this single-player game. The demolitionist class also allows you to access the entire arsenal of explosives at the cost of your vision. I can't see a damn thing. Both of those may seem powerful, but my personal preference is the Tinkerer mod with its XP boost. Hold on, that last one isn't as visually clear as the others. Let's spice it up a bit. Plasma has the unique trait of bouncing off surfaces to cover your own back or even stack damage multiple times. But the main appeal is your readiness for any surprise raids. The last class you unlock is at the end for a reason. The Driller has a habit of controlling the crowds, guiding them into tunnels filled with a variety of combustible and corrosive substances. One of their class mods also has access to every throwable weapon. For some reason. There's so many drones. What have I done? Similar to its Deep Rock counterpart, the Driller is more than exceptional at hitting every single target of the wave while whittling down bugs with varying means of molecular destabilization. We already talked about fire with the Gunner, so all we have left to mention is its sister damage type, acid. It basically does the same thing, but green! Most instances of acid damage form puddles on the ground to maximize your efficiency at committing mass bugicide, with the only downside being brain-numbing audio glitches on the level up screen. Despite that flaw, I'm impressed with this game. I went in expecting a Vampire Survivor copy-paste and left covered in third-degree radiation burns and Dreadnought viscera. Each class and subclass plays differently, and the game actively incentivizes you to try a variety of builds. So raid the weapons cache, stack your damage types, and don't forget to visit my Patreon and Discord for between-release information and engagement. Speaking of, special thanks to my Patreons for keeping the lights on, and I'll see you when you make it back alive.